Two, one. Hey, y'all, it's Giacomo. Good morning. Hey, I got a couple things on my mind. I'm going to try to do two videos today. The one, I realize the lighting's not very good here. It's very early here in the Carolinas. As I was indisposed, I had my laptop out and looking at my Pinterest page to try to figure out why Pinterest had rejected my t-shirts. Sorry, fellas, I'm a vegetarian, and some other things that I had up there. And I was captivated by a photo collage of some of your and my favorite actors from back in the 70s when they were little kids, like younger than myself. And it occurred to me just how different Hollywood was back then. And yeah, there was some scandals and such, and a lot of cocaine and heroin use, and a lot of people didn't make it out of the 70s. But I remember having a conversation, this goes back to the 90s, of course, with an old friend of mine named Krishna Levitt. Apparently, his mom was a big deal, and she was a good friend of Aaron Spelling, apparently. But there was someone who didn't take advantage of what he was given. That's not the point of this video here. He had said, kind of opined out loud to all of us as we're on the set of some TV show we're working on together as extras, that Hollywood is an entertainment business. We are in the business of entertaining people, making people happy, making people cry, for lack of a better term, cry with joy, feel good. And he just kept going on about it, and I finally got the gist of what he was saying. Hollywood really lost its way probably in the early mid-70s. I don't know if you've ever read the book, and I'm forgetting what it's called, but it listed Stanley Kubrick and a lot of the early mid-70s pioneers of the new rebel filmmaking age as the day Hollywood turned itself over. And of course, the old studio system, if you know it pretty well, they shut a lot of people out. But even at that point, between the early studio system and the 50s and the 70s, Hollywood was about something. It was about changing people's lives, making them happy and sad, and making them think and feel things. And suddenly, maybe the 80s did it. Maybe the 80s, there was just so much money in movie making and people becoming stars and living these humongous castles and whatnot and worshiping themselves with money. And that's when it got to be ugly, maybe. I look at what's going on today with the blacklisting of conservatives, and, I'll add myself to that queue, of course, as well. And, it's no longer about the emotional roller coaster that a good movie or a great 12-episode run of a show made you feel or made you think, and again, made you happy or made you want to cry. That's the whole reason I did A Week with My Father. I never lost that mentality, maybe for 5 minutes or so. And there was a time when I had met Bernie Mac, and I made some offhanded remark about how much money he was making. He went off on me, rightfully so, because I had forgotten what it's all about. I mean, he apologized later on, but I said, no, Bernie, no, you didn't do anything wrong, bro. Seriously. You put me right back in my place because I had forgotten the reason that I got my degree in filmmaking from Seton Hall. It is about the creative expression. It is about reflecting life in art. And the minute you lose sight of that, you have this massive, ugly studio monster which spawned little monsters like Harvey Weinstein. So, I, for one, because my why is much bigger than my how, am not going to give up on my project. So I hope you will check it out. It's at aweekwithmyfather.com. And if you want to support me a little bit, buy a t-shirt. Appreciate it.